Now, right now, there's some wonderful stuff going on in employment right now in the U.S. with a place called TACT in Denver, Danny Combs. And he is teaching autistic adults different trades, like auto mechanics, welding. I saw some nice flowers that some autistic person made, just taking stuff out of the parts department and make it into flowers. I like that kind of creativity because that's what I want in a plant maintenance person. Yes, I don't really care about certified pipeline welds. Yep, for pipeline, but I want somebody who's capable of more than that they can actually invent. And the way they work it is they let young adults try out welding, cybersecurity, carpentry, electrician, auto mechanics. And then there's a 2-semester class where they have both a job coach and the mechanic teacher. And they also teach them life skills like being on time. And then they have contracts with car dealerships to place mechanics. That gets around all the interview garbage. And so then they place a mechanic with a car dealership and this job coach there for another 2 months. And it's about a 70% success rate. And okay, then you write about it and talk about that. Just like I would talk about specific things. Let's talk about things where things are working and you really need these people. And this is the person that will figure out the car that has the weird wiring problems. And they'll figure out how to fix that car and nobody else can fix it.
I really do.
So writing about individual things that actually work. And that the other thing I talk about is we need these skills. In this example about the plant getting really ripped off by the one shop that's left, that's last year. That's right now. Can't go into client names, but that's right. That's last year. 25 years or so after big metalworking shop got closed. That's right there next to the plant. You see, I've been in this industry for a long time. And the point I get across is we need the skills.
So rather than focusing on we should be doing this because it's the right thing to do, focusing on it because it makes business sense.
It makes total business sense. And I remember telling the CEO of a travel company, and I went and visited them, and I said, you need the skills. Okay, you got a nice fancy office here. Would you like the heating and air conditioning to work here? Water system to work? You want the power to stay on? That's where you're going to need the different kinds of minds. And you need the mathematician, autistic person, and you need a visual thinker like me, both working on the projects. You need the different kinds of minds. And then a lot of so-called normal people are mixtures. But when in autism, you tend to get an extreme object visualizer, or you get an extreme mathematician, or you get an extreme verbal fact thinker. These are the kids that love history. And where they can really be good is what I call specialized retail. So I know my mind thinks in specific examples. So I'm going to give you specific examples of jobs that worked extremely well for these people. And several of them have been very successful at selling cars because I'll know every car on the lot and everything on it. There was a 12-year-old, their family had a car dealership. He was selling cars. He was allowed to demo in park the electronics. He'd show off the park only. They wasn't allowed to move them. Demo the electronics in park only. And he was selling a whole ton of cars. Now, of course, for the test drive, they had to get an adult. Selling specialized business insurance. Selling specialized banking projects. I talked to a bank, a big bank, and they had 2 autistic people selling financial products, selling sporting goods, anything that's kind of a specialized thing. That's where the verbal thinkers working in an auto parts store.